If you decide to take on this plumbing job, then make sure the main water to the whole house is off. If you are not comfortable with working with plumbing, maybe you should call a professional or somebody who knows what they're doing.
Alright, that's how you do it. Let me take off the jacket. I have a bidet here. This is a nice one. Just like easy. The way you can just put it, see how the thing is on the, you just set it in there, just pull it out, do your business. But before I install anything on the toilet, I like to change these out. This is standard. But when I take it apart and I put it back together, sometimes it doesn't reseal correctly because a little bit of salt, you know what I mean, is maybe gets on the washer, and once I take it off, the washer expands, and then when I tighten it back up, it just doesn't.
It won't fix.
No, sometimes it doesn't reseal correctly.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
The reason why I like to change them out is if you can see the little notch. I just kind of worry about it resealing correctly again. I just worry about it. See, especially this part, because it might, if you don't do it hard enough, it's not going to squeeze that rubber if it gets stuck on the side of that. If you can see where it's like warped. First things first, I'll take this out, and I want to make sure that all the washers are in there, and I'm going to tighten this up with this thing right here. It's a crescent wrench, just to get a nice seal on that rubber piece. And before you install anything, I would install this like that first. Make sure this is tight. That way, all I gotta do is put this piece on, then put this piece on the toilet, and it's done. This is hand tight just because of the cone shape. Because of the cone shaped rubber washer, I think it seals better when it's hand tightened. So, bam, put this on here. I'm going to tighten this up. Finger tighten it first before. You don't want to cross thread any threads. Now that that's all set up, this is tight. You know everything's tight. So now, you just line this up, and you gotta be careful with this part because it's plastic. So, you have to, and this is a big nut. So, you'll know if it's being cross-threaded or not because it won't go in all the way smoothly. It'll kind of stop. But this one ain't all the way. Before you tighten it all the way down, you want to make sure this knob is sticking out so she can adjust it to how powerful, or maybe even close it. Like, so none of the kids use it. Alright. And I finger tightened it. That's all you really need for this. I mean, you could, because it's plastic, you don't want to risk busting any of the threads, so finger tighten it as best as you can. And then turn the water on. Slowly. You don't want to overwhelm it. And there you go. Right here. And there you go, it's in the back. You wash your thing off. And it's still powerful, even though the tank's filling up. It's still powerful. You can turn it down, the pressure, to have low pressure. Now if you want to get really fancy, you drill a hole through here and grab the hot water and the cold water. You can mix it to fancy. Another good reason to have one of them kind of bidets versus the bidets that you put on a toilet is that you can clean, and if it reaches, you can clean the bathtub as well. And these are nice to have if you don't have a bidet and you just want to have one for your shower. You can take it off. But these aren't called bidets. They're called, like, I think they're European showers.